Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is TWiT.
Audio bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by Winamp. Subscribe to the Daily GizWiz and all your favorite podcasts with the ultimate media player. Download it for free at winamp.com. Video bandwidth for the Daily GizWiz is provided by CashFly at CACHEFLY.com. It's time for the Daily GizWiz with Mad's maddest writer, Dick D. Bartolo. This is episode 1263 for Wednesday, January 12th, 2011. The Heart Rate Receiver. The Daily GizWiz is brought to you by Ford and voice-activated sync, featuring true hands-free calling, turn-by-turn directions, 911 assist, and more. Available exclusively on Ford and Lincoln Mercury vehicles.
And now, get ready for Dick.
Middle of the week. Thank goodness there's no theme on Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
I don't have a Wednesday song, really.
Theme-free day.
I could sing the Monday song over again.
No, it's Wednesday.
Theme-free Wednesday, the show you cannot hum.
There's no way.
The day when there's no theme.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, on Theme-Free Wednesday, it's Brain-Free GizWiz. We took the brain out so you don't have to.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly. How you doing,
I'm
pal?
well. I should say we're recording this on New Year's Day, so even though you're listening 12 days hence, Happy New Year.
Yeah, no, not 12 days. They're just listening. Oh, they are. It is 12 days. Yeah.
On the 12 days of New Year, the GizWiz gave to me.
Da-da-da-dum. I'm good, and you, sir?
I'm very well. Tomorrow, starting tomorrow, and for 5 shows, we're going to do our gadgets from CES. And since we're recording this before we've gone to CES, we don't even know what they will be.
No, it's going to be a surprise to us and consequently to you, our dear listeners and viewers. You know, it was so funny that yesterday, when you took a gadget out to plug into your iPhone, I thought, oh, no, we're going to do the same gadget.
Which is because we do not prepare this show, contrary to what you you may think. There's always the risk that Dick and I will overlap, and from time to time we have.
We have, yeah, exactly. So, Leo, I have something else that now
it does look the
plugs
same.
into, but mine is bigger than yours.
It is, and it's sticking straight up. What is that?
This goes into the headphone jack of your iPhone or or the Touch.
Yes.
And it is a heart rate receiver.
Oh, that's interesting.
So if you already have one of those chest belts that you use at the gym, and you now
I
want
do.
to
I have a polar monitor.
Yes, it does work with the polar.
Okay.
So this little guy plugs into the headphone jack. Now, it has a pass-through jack because I said to the guy, the first thing I said is, oh, wait, I'd like to listen to music. And he says, no, there's a pass-through jack. So you can be getting your heart rate and still listening to your music.
Or the way I exercise, it could be a pass-out jack. I get on the Stairmaster and it's
Oh, yeah, no. So the little heart rate monitor receiver, it's just $29 if you already have your own heart rate belt, or they sell a kit for $49, which includes the heart rate belt. And it's kind of new because if you go to their website, they have all sorts of applications that are coming. But it also lists iPhone applications that it will work with already. The thing about it is I haven't found a convenient way to wear the Touch with this in it, because
it's kind of big. We should tell people it's about the size of a chocolate mint that they might leave on your pillow.
Exactly. Yeah. So you know that has to be in your iTouch all the time, and then in the side you might be plugging in your headset. But I thought $29 seems really reasonable.
It is,
a reasonable way to get your heart rate. Also, Leo, what percentage of your resting heart rate equals your target exercise rate? I figured you might know.
Actually, the way it usually works for me, because I'm old and fat, is they take your I think it's
your resting heart rate, right?
No. They
No?
take your age and subtract it from, I want to say, 200. Or is it 190?
Oh, okay.
But that may be another way to do it. I don't know. So you're saying you multiply, let's see, for instance,
Yes,
my target heart rate is 133, I think.
Your resting heart rate is 133. Is that what you just said?
Yeah. Is that bad?
Your resting heart rate is 133. I think you're. No, that can't be.
No, it's
My
not. I'm
resting
kidding.
heart rate is 66.
It's 220 minus age, according to Web 4046. And of course, he should know.
Okay.
So 220 minus age. So if I'm 54, which the last time I checked I was, then I should. That can't be right. So the max. Oh, okay. The max. That would be your max is 220 minus age. So my max would be 166. And then your target is 80% of your max.
Oh, I knew there was 80% of something somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
my
Now,
resting,
do you
my
work
resting
out with a heart monitor?
I do. My resting heart rate is 60. I think 63. I think the last time I checked.
Wow, better than mine.
Oh, I'm in fantastic physical shape.
Wow.
No, what?
And if you were alive, what do you think it would be?
I actually got because the last time I was at the doctor's, my blood pressure was pretty high. And he said, you know, you may not be anything to worry about it. You might have something called white coat hypertension. I said, that doesn't sound good, doctor. Am I going to die? He said, no, that just means your blood pressure goes up when somebody in a white coat comes near you. You know, when you get to the doctor.
Oh, yes. That's interesting.
Yeah, so I went, he said, there's $60. Maybe this will be my gadget for next week. A home blood pressure monitor, which I did. And then I measured it, and he said, do it over several days at all different times of the day, and we'll do the average. And it is actually normal when I'm home. It's only when I'm at the doctor's that I'm like,
oh, okay.
gonna die.
That's good.
Yeah. So these things are valuable. Knowing your heart rate when you exercise is great.
And so what do you read? What does your belt read out to? Your watch?
Yes, I have a Polar watch and a belt. Although many of the exercise machines now, like the Stairmaster and the Espresso bikes, will also read the Polar.
Yes, well,
monitor.
you know, that's what I did to check it. I thought, you know, I have no idea how accurate this thing is. So I thought, oh, wait a minute, I'll run on a treadmill for a while and see if my touch using this little heart rate receiver.
Was it accurate?
Yeah, they were within 2 heartbeats of each other.
Now, let me ask you, does it have a like software to record it on the touch?
Yes, the software is free. So right now, it said coming, I think will be downloadable and analyzing it. For right now, all it does is give you your heart rate, keep track of how long you were exercising in that heart rate. And I don't even think you can, you know, I'm not even sure how you can read this. I got this on Thursday, ran over to the
You
gym
have to have it connected. You can't read it just off the thing. You have to have it connected.
No. It has to be. What I'm saying is I'm not sure that the little program within the touch itself is recording your heart rate for the entire time you worked out. You know what I mean?
Right.
When I got home, I couldn't play back what my exercise was. And I found one other slight problem with the touch is the touch screen really is so sensitive that if you're jogging, it's no problem. But I was wearing it throughout the entire workout. And sometimes you're getting on a machine and you bump the touch against the part of the machine. And then 3 minutes later, you look down and you realize you're not even in the program anymore.
I don't like that. Yeah.
Because you hit the screen.
Right. So it's not recording if the program's not running?
Exactly. And when you go back and you unlock the touch, you're back on the main screen.
Right.
So, but as I said, it's brand new. And at the website, it says the Android version's coming.
Oh, good.
Additional programs that will use this device is coming. But I thought I'd mention it because $29 seems like a pretty low price to constantly be able to keep track of your heart rate.
No kidding. Yeah, I'm going to take a look at that. Tell me the name again.
Okay. It's called the Heart Rate Receiver, but the company is 60beat.com.
60beat.
60, the number 60beat.com.
I think this is interesting. You know, I've seen other devices that you can connect to do things like, I guess you couldn't really have a blood pressure monitor on an iPhone because you need the cuff needs to inflate, deflate, and all. You probably couldn't do that. But it's cool. I mean, I think it's just the more we know about, what we're doing while we're exercising, the better. All the trainers always say, make sure you get a heart rate monitor. You want to exercise by the way, not too high a heart rate either. You want 80,
zone.
You want to be in the zone, exactly.
In the zone.
In the zone.
And like in the zone for like at least 20 minutes.
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that. Just sitting here gets my heart rate right up there. Dick, by the way, you know what else gets my heart rate?
What is that, Leo? Let me see. Let me turn my heart monitor on and see what happens. So right now it's reading 66.
Now watch as I get inside my 2010 bright red 5.0 liter Mustang.
99.
Yeah.
120. 160.
And then
180.
the
Slow
Ford
down.
Sync fires up, and man, I'm feeling good. It is my Ford and my Ford Sync. And let me tell you a little bit about Ford Sync. That's the true hands-free calling, turn-by-turn directions, 911 assist, and more built in to many Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury vehicles. Optional on some, standard on others. I would say if you are in the market for a new car, do not buy one until you at least test drive the Sync. And then if you want comparison, go test drive other manufacturers' built-in stuff, and you'll see there's no comparison. Sync is the state-of-the-art, top-of-the-line, the very best out there. It allows you to get in the car and control it completely without taking your hands off the wheel or your eyes off the road. You can say, press that button on the steering wheel and say, play the GizWiz. It'll play the GizWiz. You can say, what time is it? What temperature is it? You say, where am I? Help me get out of here. Please, I'm great. It'll give you turn-by-turn directions even without a more elaborate GPS package. It'll even reroute you if traffic conditions on your route are bad. I could go on and on, but really the best way to find out is to either go to the website, syncmyridepodcast.com. They've got a lot of videos there. We'll tell you what Ford Sync can do. Or, and this is my favorite, go to your Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury dealer and say, I want to test drive the Ford Sync. You just happen to get a test drive of one of the great Ford vehicles like my Mustang or a Fusion or an Escape or a Fiesta or the great new Ford Focus. Oh, what a sweet, sweet car that is. The Edge, that's their state-of-the-art technology. Man, is that a great car. Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury dealers, syncmyridepodcast.com. Don't buy a new car without investigating Sync first. I've talked to so many people who did and are so happy they got a Ford. syncmyridepodcast.com.
Here come the letters, those lovely letters. Here come the GizWiz letters.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a letter from the GizWiz.
Dear Dick and Leo, in episode 218, letter writer Kevin wrote in to ask how to stop the interference that audio devices might pick up from phones. Then in episode, he called it Nepisode 1233, letter writer Joe A. beat me to writing you about a solution to the problem. But I have more information that could, if you forgive me, amplify the solution that Joe offered.
All right.
At work, I stream music from my phone all day, and when I'm getting a 3G signal, everything is fine. Once in a while, the phone switched to Edge, and the interference comes blaring through. I really like my speakers. I don't want to replace them with the new iPhone speaker dock like Joe did, so I thought of getting a new interference resistance cable.
Oh.
I went to Radio Shack, and instead of a whole new cable, they had Snap-on RF chokes.
Yes.
For only $2.99, I snapped one on each end of the cable. I'm already using it. It hasn't eliminated interference completely, but it's so much better. I don't notice the noise. And even when I do, it's not as loud as it used to be. So folks who can't find a cable with a choke already installed or have some proprietary cable connector, they can consider using this part number 273-105 at Radio Shack.
Yeah, I've talked about chokes before. That is we use them in the studio. We put them on mic cables, things like that, and they eliminate a noise from radio frequency interference. It's a really good solution.
Oh, it's Mike Lurch, Lerch, from Guilderland, New York. And he has an interesting PS. His PS, I'm not making this up. I was listening to episode 218 while running errands, and mid-episode, I stopped at Radio Shack to buy the joke. I laughed out loud when the end of the episode letter was talking about the very problem I was on my errand to solve. Well, actually, that's how much time we spend, Kevin, picking these letters.
We think exactly about where you are, and we have the means to as you well know,
Yes.
thanks to Spokio.com, to geographically locate you at any time of the day or night.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
We go, let's see, where's Kevin now? Get that letter, read that letter now. He's in Radio Shack.
Quick. Hey, Dick, I wanted to mention, yesterday I talked about the Square Up, and the little square device that you charge cards.
Card reader.
And I just wanted to show you the receipt that I got, because I charged $1 to myself, and I said, email me the receipt. And of course, before the show was over, I didn't get a chance to check, but I checked, and look at this. This is so cool. So the receipt with the item and the amount that I paid and my digital signature that I signed on the iPad is there. Wow. But also it says your first visit to this store. It has a picture of the store, the name of the person, and it even has a Google map as to exactly where that charge happened.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That is pretty neat.
I think even your customers, if you use this kind of thing, would be thrilled. I mean, that's fantastic. So just thought I'd pass
I should
that
get
along.
one here, and as people go out the door, I could sell them Mairds and GizWiz hats and start charging for the keychain.
Exactly. I'm taking this to Las Vegas for CES. I'm gonna say, hey, anybody want to give me money? I got it.
Yeah.
Give me a credit card. How much can I ding you for?
Yeah.
Hey, Dick, it's been fun. Now, tomorrow, you're going to hear a little bit of a different kind of a GizWiz. It'll be a little noisier because we're going to be doing the show from the Consumer Electronics Show, from the Showstoppers.
Now, will we have themes? There'll probably be no themes or anything,
Oh,
right?
yeah, the people will put the
The
themes
editors
in.
can drop all that in? Okay.
I have people who do that.
You have people. Okay.
Yeah.
There'll be no letters, but there'll be
Oh, that's a good point. No letters.
Fresh
but
gadgets.
Fresh
right
gadgets. Yep.
Off. Yeah.
Right off
Fresh
the what?
Get your hotsy-totsy.
Gadgets here. Get your gadgets here. Dickety, we are out of time, but I'll see you in Vegas, baby.
I'll be there.
DAIL. Why? It's the Daily GizWiz. It's the Daily GizWiz. It's the Daily GizWiz.
It makes its own gravy.
Yeah.